Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make a buying decision. Now, all of the business details, which include the type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included in the sale can be found on the business listing. To view this information, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And if after listening you want to take an even deeper dive into the business to perform your due diligence before potentially purchasing this business, you can unlock this listing to look through all of the business information, which includes the domain, the products, the P&L, and more. So can you tell us a little about your background in building and running online businesses?
I originally started on Etsy and Shopify, and I built those up to about 4 figures a month, and this was about 2017. Then around 2018, I discovered Merch by Amazon, and I got an account with them and I uploaded some designs, and I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. I just carried on with my Shopify and Etsy, and then I checked back on Merch by Amazon about a week or so later, and I saw that royalties had actually landed in the account. At the time, it might have been only like $1 or $2, but still, those was like $1 or $2 that came in without me having to deal with any inventory, having to deal with any customers. So I saw huge, like, scalable and passive income potential. And at that moment there, I decided to put all my effort into building this account. And I think for 2 years, I just put a lot of work into it. And those were the foundations that I built for the account it's become now.
So why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
The main reason I want to sell this account is to get cash lump sum to use it as a deposit for property. And also, not really been doing much on this account for the last 2 years, to be honest. I've just been jumping in and out of it, doing a bit of work here and there. It's kind of ticking over by itself for a while now. I think so now would be a good time to exit. And it'd be pretty cool, actually, as sort of personal goal of mine, to actually sell a business that I created from scratch, from like nothing, to actually make a profit and then use that profit to buy my house. So those are the main reasons I want to sell this account.
What did you learn from building this business that worked for you? Or what do you think contributed to the success you experienced with this business?
The main thing I did that worked on this account, and the reason why it's got so much organic sales, is because from the start, my strategy was to get as many products as possible ranked on Amazon. So what that means is, if I've got a design that I've put on a tank top or whatever, hoodie, the idea was to get it to make at least one sale, because I knew that once it's made one sale, it'd be on Amazon for goods forever. So even if that one product is only making like, $4 every 3 months, but it's doing it every 3 months, and then you've got all these other products doing the same thing, that all compounds and creates this like organic income and a good steady income. And that's why I think this account is like stayed strong throughout the years, even though I've not really touched it. So that was one of my main strategies from the start. Also, I think as well, I was targeting like specific niches, evergreen niches, and my niche research that I used has really like built a strong foundation on this account as well. And also the quality of designs and knowing the customer I'm designing for. So I always design with the customer in mind. So I've used all these strategies, and I think that's what's created this like really strong account. And of course, I'll be happy to share all these strategies with the buyer.
Got it. So was there anything you tried that didn't work out as well?
I think the main thing that didn't work so well for me would have been the amount of time and money I spent on advertising. It was kind of like a lot of guesswork, I guess I was doing, and a lot of gambling in the hope that it would produce like a lot more sales. And I think that's not really my thing. I'm not really into analytical stuff. So what I should have done was just hire someone to do the ads or get some sort of software to run the ads for me, and I could have used that time and money better placed to create more content for the account.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
So in terms of work required, there's two options really with this account. You can either maintain it like I've been doing about 3 hours every month. It's in a position now where there's so many designs that are ranked, and it's quite a good range of designs selling, that you kind of just maintain it by taking care of the ads and adding a few products here and there, like doubling down on niches, which is what I've been doing. And that's like 3 hours work a month I've been putting in this year, just 3 hours. I'd say just put in about for a new buyer that just wanting to maintain this account, I'd say 3 to 6 hours a month is fine. If you're good with ads, then that's a bonus. If not, then just get someone to hire to run that side of the account. So for this account, you don't really need that much, to be honest, because that's what I've been doing this year, 3 hours. On the flip side of that, because the account's only using 7% of its potential, it's a tier 200,000 account. So that's 200,000 designs you can put on there. I'm only using 7,000 designs. So you can see there's like 190,000 designs you could do. And those go into products. So I think there's 13 million products this account could have on it. So it's quite exciting, actually, if you're actually looking to grow this business. Potential to put more designs on there with the use of AI as well is huge. So it's got two sides of it. You could just maintain it if you just want something that's passive, or if you want to invest a bit more time and money, you can grow it with the potential of 13 million products. So you could upload like 10,000 products every day at the moment. That's the limit, 10,000 a day.
Now, if you were to keep the business, what are some ways you would try to grow it?
So like I just said with the products, adding more products, that's a growth opportunity. If I was in the buyer's shoes and I was buying this account and I wanted to see like immediate, like higher return on my investment, I would say get more ads running on the products that with reviews, because obviously if a product's got reviews and it's got an ad, there's more chance of it selling. So this account's got loads of products with reviews. I would put more attention on the ads or get someone in that knows ads really well. Another growth opportunity would be to double down on what's selling. So with all the products that's selling on the account, it's a good sort of like data collection of what's selling at the moment on Amazon. And you can kind of just double down on niches that are doing well and just dominate those niches further. And speaking of which, this account comes with a trademark as well. I've trademarked one of the main phrases that are selling on one of my hero products. And you could use that phrase and the trademark and sort of dominate that phrase and all around it as well. So you could go quite aggressive on that if you wanted to, but that's another growth opportunity. So I think those three main things. So just doubling down and adding more designs, taking care of ads, maybe building around that trademark. Those are the three things I would say is the simplest and easiest thing to do right now if you were to buy this account now and look at increasing your potential. Obviously, I'll be happy to advise on that as well, the buyer. And then outside of Amazon, you could take all the designs and put them onto Redbubble or Etsy as well to create some more income there. This account does come with Spreadshirt, and it's been making money over the years on Spreadshirt, but I haven't touched Spreadshirt for years now. So you could actually start adding more designs onto Spreadshirt as well.
And what are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
I think the biggest risk on Merch by Amazon would be copyright infringement. I think that's where you get in the most trouble. But to be honest, it's not something you're going to do unless you're really silly. I mean, it's pretty straightforward to check a copyright infringement. You just check your designs and phrases before you upload them. It's as simple as that. And you could easily do that online on the USPTO website. So I think that's the main risk for this account, is if you were to start adding like designs that copyright infringe. I can't really think of any other risks, to be honest. It's quite a safe business, providing you're staying within the Amazon guidelines, which is most of the copyright. And that includes keywords as well, checking the keywords. But again, that's easy to check, so easy. Like there's software that does it and you can just do it before you upload. And also, this account's been going since 2018. It's a tier 200,000 account. I've never had any issues with copyright, never had any warnings or suspensions or anything from Amazon. So I think this account's like quite stable at the moment, quite safe. So I can't think of anything else other than if you were to do copyright infringement as a risk.
And how much support are you willing to offer a buyer who acquires this business?
So I'm happy to offer the buyer like as much support as they need. To be honest, Merch by Amazon is a very simple business. Like once the buyer knows the strategies I use, it's very easy to replicate. It's more of a case of the buyer being able to consistently do the work as well. I was doing, if they so wanted to put in the amount of work. I'm happy to offer support as long as they need. I mean, when I was growing the business, I was asking advice from other sellers as well. And they were very helpful with me. So I'm happy to pay that forward to the buyer and support them as long as they need to build this account up further if they wanted to, or some strategies on how to maintain it.
And regarding the sale of this business, just confirming you commit to a non-compete?
Yes, I do agree to committing to a non-compete.
And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
As you know, I want to use the cash from this sale of this business as a deposit for property. So ideally, I want the money all up front, as any seller would, but I'd be open to an earnout depending on how much money would be paid up front, because like I said, I need that money as a deposit. So it'd have to make sense for my plans for me to go with the earnout. Otherwise, ideally, I just want all the money up front.
Now, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
This business is a good business purchase because as a platform, Merch by Amazon is a very passive income business. And also, this account has some really good designs that have been selling really well over the years and got loads of reviews. So that will keep the account strong and keep steady income. Also, the huge potential, as I covered earlier, it's a tier 200,000 account. So there's over 190,000 designs you can add to it. And with AI as well, that is actually possible to do this now. Those reasons, I think, is why this is a great account, because the amount of time it's been running and the reviews and designs that have reviews and consistently selling organically, the potential to add more designs to it, and also the potential to tap into the adverts, do some work on the ads to create more sales on what's already on the account. So those are the reasons why I think this is a good business to buy. Plus you get my advice as well, which I'm happy to give.
Is there anything else you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
No, I think I've covered everything. But if you need anything else from me, just let me know. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So thanks for joining us, and until next time.